Hello everyone, and welcome back to episode 4 with me, Bren, on our quest for 300 and oxygen not included. We have many things to do. We are just on the cusp of coming back on cycle 12. We have a new duplicant, Harold, that's arrived. And we have some algae to get and a ladder to build up here because we want to see how much algae really exists up here. So that's kind of where we're going at. And we don't have a refrigerator yet. So we're waiting on that fine dining research to get done. While we have our food made. But we're good to keep an eye on all the oxygen levels, make sure everything looks good. Keep sure that the algae is maintained well. Because like I said, see, look, they use it just like a ladder. Oh, I ruined that one. Look at that. Look at that. Boom. Hey, look. Now we have a refrigerator. Now I think it's where we will want to research the power regulator. Yeah, because we're going to want those extra batteries now. And then we'll go into power transformers and heavy wiring and stuff like that. Because now we're going to get into more power demand. Okay. Oops. First things first, let's take that out. Then deconstruct all that. Oh, well, that's what happens when you dig out the thing that you're standing on. Okay. And then, like I said, tiles where possible. There we go, 2,800 algae. Always need more algae. I find you never can have enough algae. You really can't, because it just doesn't last. All these things, they all take a lot of algae, right? And it's just not something you can easily turn off and on. Like, you turn it off and you start crippling the people around you. Because now they can't breathe. We gotta cancel this, because we don't want that. But what we do want is we do want to come up here to see how far this algae goes, because we got polluted oxygen, we got polluted water, and if that's the case, we can try and dig around it and pump this stuff out, just so that we can get to the algae. So if that's the case, does this thing make? I just think you got a patch of good and bad oxygen in there. Just like up here we have good and bad oxygen. So these guys gotta come up here and finish building that up. In the meantime, we'll just get all kinds of good stuff coming through there. Now our oxygen level isn't the greatest there, so we're probably going to have to add something there to balance that out. But we're doing okay there, so I think that was a quick fill up there, which is nice. We can now disable that building and now enable this one. And with that building being enabled, that will produce some more oxygen up here. And they'll be able to breathe a little better up here, because that will push all that away and they'll be able to go with that. Okay. That research was complete. That's perfect. Now he's finally going to it. Oh no, it didn't complete. Crap. Go to bed, buddy. You're tired. Get some sleep. No need to get all stressed out. Food has decayed. Food shortage. Ooh, that is not good. No, that's not good at all. Someone needs to start producing those mush powers, because if not, we're going to have a problem here very, very soon. And our colony might end much sooner than we expected. See, we're getting up here now, and we're seeing lots of decent slime and algae and stuff like that, right? See, mush bars. Eat mush bars, people. They're fantastic. Sorry, I thought I had to sneeze there. And of course, when you sneeze, it doesn't come out. Ah, that was a close one, though. So we don't have any more algae nearby here. Like, that's clay there. That is a good chunk of algae surrounding this. Maybe we'll get a little bit out of it. But what we do need is... do we have the ability to... no, where is it? Refinement. Fertilizer maker. Biodistiller. Research infiltration. There it is. Okay, so we gotta get the food here situated. Important bit. We need a refrigerator. Without it, we don't have any place for our food to go. New research. Good. Where is it? Filtration. That's what we want. Like it says, our water purifier, liquid filter, gas filter, and biodistiller, which turns our slime into algae. So we can do that, and I think we'll be able to expand this over a little bit, and then put that down in there, and we should be able to work with that, I think. It's just really getting ourselves to a position where... refrigerator. Yes, we want all edible foods to go in there. So you now have the highest priority for food. Perfect. Those mush powers should now survive in there for much longer. Now that it's refrigerated. Let's get more mush powers created. More mush bars. The food has to be done, because if we can't keep the food going, then we're in hard old trouble here, guys. We're in hard old trouble. Got plenty of dirt, so we're laughing there. Yeah, don't worry, someone's gonna work on the food. They're getting there. So I'll refrigerate it now. See? I should be able to see here. Mush bars, food rations. Kinds of good stuff there. And as long as the power holds out overnight, which it may or may not, who knows? I don't think it is. It looks like it's draining pretty quick. Oxygen situation. So I need to disable up top and re-enable down bottom again. There we go. And we probably need to insert another battery. That looks a bit. Now a lot of this we're gonna have to get moved around after, just because you're not gonna be able to keep this all down here. I mean, this is gonna produce a lot of. Yeah, I guess it hasn't really produced that much heat yet, but they will eventually produce more heat. And things down here will take their toll, and it will be very warm down here. So we got that one person, they're just really going at it, like we didn't make that a priority. She's gonna go for it. See, it doesn't have to be super, like, breathable up there. It just needs to be good enough. And we'll run some power down here. We'll get it to come through, and they'll be able to do that. We'll get the slime going, and we'll start converting it. I think because of the 2 algae terrariums that we have down here, that's gonna keep. We might have to add a 3rd, but it should be able to keep the carbon dioxide at bay after we get that down here. That shouldn't be too bad. What do we got? Food shortage again? Yeah, I know. It's getting there. But what are we at here? There we go. I keep forgetting to set my timer. Mush bars. Mush bars get produced. Mush bars get put into the fridge. See? And then we get these. They're growing. They take time. And our power situation. Yeah, see? So now I think we got plenty of power to keep everything going. Not with those guys running around on the wheel. Come that time, that's full. Boom. They get off, and then all other things happen. And now with all that power, I think we got more than enough power to keep the place running for a significant amount of time. Oh, and look at that. We have another duplicate coming in. Now, you want to keep in mind that you don't always want to grab duplicates whenever they become available, right? Because technically you don't. The more you have, the more resources they're gonna need, the more demand that they're gonna have on your system. Things like that, right? There it is. So that's filtration. That was perfect because now biodistillation is there. And let's go into sanitation. This is where we want to get the laboratory and a shower, and hand sanitizer and stuff going. This will allow us to clean up our people. So we're going to go with that. Then we have to go with interior decor because we need those ceiling lights so that people can see. So I think with that being said, they're going to do fine. They're going to do just fine there. So we got into our first level of algae there. We want to be careful because we don't want to dig out too far on this side because what will end up happening is that contaminated water will just come down right on top of us. And that's not going to do us any good. So if we're going to do this, we probably want to come on this sort of an angle. Come over here on actually no, because I think what will happen is if we did that, it would bust through on us. And then that will not be very pleasant. See, so if we're gonna do this, we want to be kind of crafty about it. That way, we can actually siphon the water out so that we can then get at everything. So what we do is we build up and around it, and then we dig that hole down, so then all the polluted water will drain down into there, and then we take it from there. And then we can come in here and harvest this all out and continue to work our way up into the rest of the slime, the algae, and the clay. And look at that. There's sand filtration. Look, oh my dear, look at that. That is a beautiful, beautiful spot of algae for now. You know what? I think what we should do actually is cancel that for now. Let's just get right over in here, like that. And then we can just get right up in this. Grab all that. And then that's perfect because then we'll just come right up like this and we'll replace. Didn't work the way I wanted it to, but oh no. Cancel. Put the dig back on. Because then that gets this filtration material as well, right? Like and that's just a vacuum. That gets this filtration material, and that's going to give us a nice little spot of algae coming out of there. Look at that. Okay, I think it's time that we turn that one off and turn this one on. So we come here, we go enable, we come here and we go disable. We go research. There it is, and decor. Okay, so we've dug that out, that's fantastic. So we need the refinement station here. We need that biodistiller. What does it need? A biodistiller requires slime power and an output pipe. And if I remember correctly, it outputs contaminated water. So that means I'm going to need a place that I can dump contaminated water for now. Yeah, I think we can. I think that's what we need to do, is replace that with granite around there. And then we can use the liquid pipe. Yeah, and then that will do that. Then we just run power down. I love how she runs over to the compost bin to breathe in air. Okay, and ooh, whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, you guys, you gotta continuously make that, cause I can't have you dying on me, guys. That's scary, guys. I'm running low on food. I've ran out of food. Like, those mush bars need to get done. Well, I mean, I guess if you're making the food, I mean, it only makes sense that you get to eat some too. Just get cracking on that food production. We definitely need food getting made again. Crap, how did I do that? Completely missed out on the food. Power production's not even happening. Oh no, I got power. That big battery's pretty full. But as the food gets made, it's getting eaten. So I think if we leave it continuous for a bit, we should be okay. Raw pile. I don't know about raw piles. Okay, so we got plenty of water going on. just can't keep those mush bars. I mean, every time we make one, it gets eaten. That's good. But someone's got to, get back on those mush bars, guys. Extremely, extremely important right now. Need those mush bars to get done. And we are getting close to the end of our cycle here. Oops. And we have another duplicate coming in. Let's just get some research going here. What do we need here? Proclamation. Produces oxygen, hydrogen when pumped with water. Okay, we're almost there. Look at this. We've got ourselves a decent you know, power reduction really isn't a big concern right now. Let's go with this, because I don't think I like air scrubbers. That filters carbon dioxide and removes it from the air. Let's go with that actually first, because that's a decent one to have too. And another mush bar made and gone. Okay, let's check oxygen. Disable. Enable. There we go, good. That'll get oxygen going back down here. See, like, it's just hard to keep everything going. Even with all the duplicates we have, we still have a hard time keeping up with the food production. Like, look at that. Like, I barely have. What happened here? Cannot fertilize, cannot irrigate. Oh, look at that. You guys did good. 55% done. I guess what we do is we put those on continuous, and then whenever the material comes in, they make it. Sort of deal. Okay. Well, I guess that's where I'm gonna have to stop it, because I mean we're getting over our time here. So we can end it here. What's our plan? What's our plan? Our plan is, oh, look at that. A couple seeds dropped. So we gotta get these guys. Eventually they're gonna come up here. They're gonna dig through, and they're gonna get into all this algae up here. We got tons of algae sitting up here, which is fantastic. We got slime here that we're gonna start getting into, and we have to start draining off this polluted water pool down into here, and then we'll start cultivating all this slime and algae here. Once we get that taken care of, then this all will then come down here and get processed by this, hopefully, into proper algae, which then we'll be able to take and keep our supply of algae going. So as long as we can get slime, which there's always tons of slime around. Should be tons of it here. More than we need. See, like there's tons over here. Look at all this slime. There is hundreds, there's thousands upon thousands of kilos of slime here. So we just gotta get to it. That's all. We got coal and whatnot. I mean, I'm sure if I dig over further this way, I'll find another decent patch of algae growing like this. So it shouldn't be too bad. So I think with here, we can. How do we do it here? How do we save? Where's my menu? I don't even know how to save. Oh, helps if I'm hitting the right button. We're gonna save as. Look at that, quest for 3,000. New save. We're gonna call it Bren. Ooh, if I could type it. Bren. Confirm. And that'll be that. So everyone, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'm enjoying it. And I hope that you guys will leave comments, likes, and all that fun stuff at the bottom. And give me some suggestions. And hey, if you want to be the next duplicant in my group, go ahead and pop a name suggestion down in the comments. And you know, I don't expect to have many comments, but you know, when I get a name suggestion, I'll make a duplicant that name. So thank you again for watching, and we'll see you next time. So take care, enjoy, and take her easy.